there we go. Hey, we're live, I think.
We are?
Yeah.
Hi.
It's that thing.
Oh,
Hello. All right. So, welcome to the Broken Throne. It's time for episode number 4. Let me make sure we're actually live and all the technical things are working. And yeah, all that seems to work. Good. We are apparently here. Okay. All right. I just wanted to start tonight by saying that I didn't give a big shout out to my wonderful players last week because I was super tired and kind of grumpy. And so I just want to say how much I love him and Alex and the Nancy Druid and Noah and Lynn and Rand, and you can figure out what their Twitches and Twitters and all that stuff are by hitting exclamation point and their character name, and you should follow all of them because they are amazeballs. Okay.
yeah.
So, get started with some D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Let's quest. Come on, guys.
Let's quest.
Oh, I didn't bring
Okay.
my nerd glasses.
Let's do this thing. I got one thing. I want to turn up a little music on my side here.
Quest. Quest.
Quest! You guys ready?
All right, let's do this thing. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they, with the help of the gregarious chameleon lizard scout Gavok, planned and successfully executed an ambush on the group holding Lungen. Here, they discovered that the Yonti snake people and even some human cultists had allied themselves with the evil Akabkan tribe of lizard folk. Having rescued Lungen, a key council member of the Kopchik tribe of lizard folk, they were being chased through the jungle by members of the evil clan, hungry for Lungen's blood to use for some esoteric ritual and seeking vengeance for the loss of their allies. Now, after a week of harrying travel through the jungle, our adventurers have confronted and dispatched their pursuers. Lungen has explained that he believes there's some connection between the strange ritual the Akabkan tribe are planning and the small settlement of Eelstad. Standing victorious over their pursuers, with a captured member of the Akabkan clan in tow, the party is now just one day away from the location where members of the Kopchik clan are planning to meet and plan their next move. We join our adventurers now, having just finished off their ambushers and captured a gecko lizard folk from the Akabkan tribe tied up before their feet. Party, what do you do?
Well, I was reminded that I think someone is hanging on to some items that maybe we should hand out. Is there anything that we have stashed?
Well, let me just look in my backpack.
What you got in your knapsack there, buddy?
Well,
What's in
let's
your
just take a
backpack?
look here. See.
Good.
So wait, do you want me to go over all of the inventory stuff we have?
Well, do we have any new weapons or armor or cool things like that?
And potions.
Potions.
Let's see here. I mean, I have I have these mushrooms. I have this blue one, this purple one, and this gold one. Didn't get any new weapons.
Can we call dibs on one of these mushrooms?
At some point you picked up a...
mushroom.
So to remind you guys, at some point you also picked up a +1 scimitar that I don't know if anybody's rocking. Scimitar.
Not I. I did snag that cloak of protection though, because I'm squishy.
When did these get handed out?
Yeah.
Did I miss
When did that happen?
Last week.
Did I miss all of it? I swear I was taking track of everything, but I guess I totally missed it. Well,
I know the cloak was before you got here, Noah. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah, she snagged
man.
that first.
Because I was like, dibs. I know I'm gonna need it because I'm.
oh, so this
I
all
don't even
happened.
remember talking about that.
Yeah, wait. So this happened when I wasn't even here. Okay, so this isn't my fault.
It's
No,
a little
no,
your
that's
fault.
not your fault.
But only because you weren't here.
I was on top of that cloak for show.
For show.
For show.
That's your last little bit of pickup. That's everything you've kind of picked up, other than general bits, which include 6 short bows, 2 lizard-sized leather armor. And then another 35 GP, 18 silver. There you go.
Oh, you're writing it all down for me?
Yeah, it's in the chat there.
I'll just copy and paste it.
That's what you gotta do. And then you had a number of health potions as well, or health mushrooms as well. Health shrooms!
I think some of them got munched on, because
Yes.
right now we're only sitting on 1 red one.
Okay.
I thought we had 2 red ones.
Nope. No, they're even. Oh, no, never mind. There's 5 of them. I'm wrong. There they are.
Yeah. So one of the things as a party you want to think about,
Okay.
for those of you who may be new viewers, we have a number of new players with us. So these first 4 to 6 episodes are all about teaching them how to play D&D as much as playing D&D itself. One of the things you want to think about with stuff like potions is how you want to divvy them out. If you have stuff you can't identify, you want to figure out how to identify it, and you've got 3 right now that you don't really know what they do as well.
I know what the shrooms do. I know that I want
Do
one.
you know what these do? I'm going to hold up the gold one. What does this one do?
A buyer will come over and take a look at it, and he goes, "Oh, we think that's we roll. Oh, it appears like it's some sort of potion of resistance."
Oh, that is way dope.
Yes.
Delightful.
It appears that it has the same arcane effects, I should say, as a potion of resistance.
No resistance. That's gonna.
It's like a potion of resistance, but not quite.
But not quite. It's like that, but not really.
Well, I don't want to get shown up by this nerd, so I'm gonna try and figure out what the other mushroom does. I'm gonna use investigation.
Make an arcana check.
on this. Oh.
You're like, that is a
Arcana.
mushroom. Okay, so what was the other colors that you had?
I was gonna look at this purple mushroom. What did I roll?
The purple mushroom is you
wow.
you think, and normally as a fighter you're never gonna get to really make arcana rolls, but fuck it right now,
Thanks.
because I consider it a trained skill. So unless you have magical ability and are like an arcane caster, then you can't really,
Totally
understand what they are.
fair.
But in this case, you're like, this seems to have the same properties as kind of a limited invisibility potion.
All right.
And we already know that the red ones are health or healing potions, right?
Yep.
Now, do we expect to have any more trouble before we get to, like, is there any kind of perception I can make, like, besides this guy? Yeah, well, he's not talking. He's already said he'd rather die than talk.
You haven't talked to the guy who was sleeping, who you then tied up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's a sleeping one.
Yeah.
Right.
We have both of them, don't we?
No, you stepped on the head of the one who said he wouldn't talk
Yeah, we
because you
killed
botched
the
your persuasion roll.
Oh yeah, we
I'm-
wanted
I'm
to.
Sorry about that.
No, don't be. I
Right.
was going to kill him if you didn't.
I don't know what came over me. I was just in a mood.
We...
Ghost killed
Because
the other one.
if we've got smooth sailing to this camp or this place where we're heading, then fine. But if we don't, and if there's possible danger out here, I might want one of those red mushrooms.
Master Kazara, please tell our friend that there's always going to be danger.
I know you literally don't know what's going to happen ever. You never know. We can't expect smooth sailing.
So is this guy waking up yet, or do we need to just smack him around a bit to wake him up?
Yeah, can we smack him
Yeah,
around?
about halfway through this conversation, as you're figuring out how to like distribute your fat loot, he kind of wakes up. And
Let me go.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh, he wants us to let him go.
Let me go.
that
Why
was
should we?
All in favor?
Other.
That's what I thought.
democracy. Oh, well, hold on.
Of course, Jax.
I think we should let him go.
I think we should see if this guy will talk.
Listen to cat lady. Let me go. Other.
Well, I mean, honestly, why not? Jax, what do you have to say about this? Do you want to... This creature was one of the things that was hunting us. Do you want to set it free?
I just don't want to kill him.
Maybe
I want to know something.
Maybe he knows something.
I don't care if he dies or not. I just want answers. I want to know if there's more chasing us or if that was it.
Yeah, is there anything?
Okay.
I'm
On
gonna
the
just
way.
go. I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna pick him up.
Why?
And kind of just hold him there. Is this all there is, or are there more coming?
Should I
Make a persuasion check.
ask that?
Yes.
Can I
All right.
use
We talked about
thaumaturgy
this.
to
Let's
scare him
have-
into talking?
Wait, hold
I
on.
got
Let's
pretty-
talk.
I got pretty good persuasion.
Let's have the best
Okay.
person do it.
I got a +4.
I have +5. Or wait. I have +4 too. So
Not me. I have negative
Persuasion.
1.
Whoever's +5, I think, should do it.
I have
Yeah.
4 actually, but
I
we're
have-
both even.
I got
At
plus
this point,
5.
you'd think it's about
You
approach,
have
right?
+5?
Yeah, I do. I just looked.
Do
I
it.
was like, what can I do? Oh wow.
Handle
Yes, I
that.
would say I grab him, I pick him up, and I kind of. But then Sven, you start questioning.
All right, I'll roll for it and then I'll talk. Oh, okay. Looks like it came out pretty well.
What do you say?
So I reason with the fella. All right, so see here, little one. Everyone in this party's pretty hungry and pretty pissed off at the moment, but that nice cat lady just convinced me to spare your life. Now, see?
Thank you, cat lady.
Absolutely. She's a kind soul, and I would like to do my best to honor that. So let's cut a deal. Let's make a deal about this. We're going to let you go
Okay.
to continue living your life
Sounds great.
however you choose, and you will tell us about how what's pursuing us. Are there more of coming, and about threats to our lives? See, it's our lives for your lives kind of deal.
That makes sense to me. What do you want to know?
Sen, I believe you asked, are any more coming?
We were the only party that was sent to find you. Thought we would beat you because the beast was with us.
That's true. It was scary. So will more come should you have failed? Is that in the plans?
Oh, more will come for the lizard men, but not for you now. Kopchak
Oh,
tribe
not-
will be destroyed.
I want to make an inside check, see if I can tell if he's lying or not.
Sure. No, he truly believes that the Kopchak clan will be destroyed by his peeps.
Like right now, though, like, are they on their way right now?
No, he said that no one's coming for you right now, but the Kopchak clan will be destroyed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was asking. If no one's coming for me right now, that's what I want to know if he's lying about. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well, so they won't be coming for us per se, but they will be coming for the Kopchak clan and
Once
wiping them out.
the ritual is complete,
Soon enough,
yes.
Oh, I see. Do you have a timetable on when that ritual will be complete?
Who knows the mind of our god?
What else is required for this ritual?
Blood sacrifice.
That's very spooky.
Sessumak
So-
requires blood.
So you're
Any blood?
gathering blood?
What was that now?
Any
Oh.
blood or specific
Whose
blood?
blood?
Whose blood do you want?
The blood of our enemies.
Who's your enemy?
Ew.
Well, me right now, I can tell you that.
I know it could be anyone at this point. Anyone who crosses this gentleman.
Kopchak, interlopers, all of you.
I
That's
have
vague.
one more question, actually. How much blood have you gathered so far?
Yes, in gallons, please.
Like rivers run red?
Finds.
I am a holy man. I serve to serve.
So you haven't seen the blood. That's a good sign, everyone. That's
This is
Not a lot.
clearly a low-level peon.
Stack will rise. I believe this.
Sure.
Through the
He'll sit
power
back
of
down, too.
Sessumak.
I have my doubts.
But you haven't seen the blood that they're it's not like pouring down.
It's a
over
sacrifice, you fool.
Oh,
All the
oh,
sacrifice will
okay.
happen at once. What are
The
you?
one time, like they make the sacrifice, he comes like immediately. It's
Oh, so
not
it's just one sacrifice.
Damn.
They're not stockpiling blood. I don't think. I think
Yeah,
they're
I thought
just.
I thought we were taking it with like high octane cultists with like like
Primo.
hourly sacrifices of blood
Top
pouring
shelf.
down on an altar.
Drums in a warehouse.
So you're just looking for you're
You took that
getting
incredibly literally. I'm not. That was.
Yeah, so you're not looking like you're just looking for like one sacrifice. That's what we're looking at right now.
So many will die to bring Sassenach back in power. Kopchik.
All right.
Death.
I'm gonna give Jax a knowing look like. All right. Well, any other questions? Does anyone else have? I'm stumped. This guy's an idiot.
I think this is all he wants to tell us is that we will die, and it's all becoming very droll.
Yep.
Now what can we do about it? Is the
Blah,
question.
blah, blah.
How do
We
we
really
stop
have
the
to-
sacrifice?
We really have to let this guy go.
Well, on my honor, I do.
You make deal. You let me go.
Of course.
I didn't.
I
make
tell
him a
you,
deal.
I'll leave.
I didn't make a deal with you.
Do we let him go and chase him?
What can
Jeez.
he do? Warn his people that we're coming to stop the ritual?
I could do that as well.
We're going to be right on his heels.
They're gonna come anyway. He's already said they're gonna come anyway. Like letting him go doesn't really change that.
Yeah.
Except it tells them that we are with them. But I mean, I don't think they're gonna care. I think they're gonna come either way.
Well,
I
I
would
gave
let him
my
go
word
then.
that I would let him go, so I'm gonna stand by
You
that.
really want us to let him go, Jax?
I guess. I mean, it's on my honor. I think we should. So I think we do.
For Jackson's honor.
I take my dagger and I cut his ropes and
Oh, okay.
push him back the way they came.
And he quickly skitters off into the forest. No additional words exchanged from him as he looks back once and keeps running.
He'll miss me. Eh? He'll be back.
I miss that old man. He didn't immediately try to kill me.
He was so old.
Yet so reasonable.
Well, we did it.
What now? Should we continue to find this where the sacrifice is taking place
No,
and
let's
stop
get
it?
to this meeting with these people. Isn't that where we're going, right?
Right. We actually had a destination in mind as well, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Lizard Mountain
Yeah.
something, right? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
we're going to a clearing, says Gavok. Remember, we're going to the clearing where we're having the meeting with the other members of the tribe. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Tally ho!
Okay.
Let us go.
Any sort of
That's
preparation
right.
or anything you want to do? It's about midday. It's going to take you till about midday tomorrow to get there. You're going to need to sleep in between. It's about a day's journey, but at this point, you're about halfway through the day.
If we sleep, I'll be good.
Yeah, if we just get to tonight, I'll be fine. If once we sleep, I'll be fine. So
Cool.
we can just power through till night.
Yeah, I can't see the board right now. I had all my hit points on that. We don't have to change it for that, but I don't know how much I'm wounded right now.
So after a full night's rest, as long as you don't get into combat today, all of that will heal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I mean, that's if everything goes as planned.
And if it doesn't, I
everything
have it
goes as
noted
planned.
down. Yep. I know what's up.
We have some mushrooms just in case.
Oh yeah, we never actually divvied it out. So who?
I'll take one.
Yeah, let's
The
get,
healing mushrooms.
let's get one healing mushroom at least to everybody.
I think there's enough for just about everybody.
There are 5 total, and I would definitely like one because I drop a lot.
Are there 5 red? I thought we had 5 total, including the gold and the purple.
5 red. Yeah.
5 red, then 1 gold and 1 purple.
Okay.
And 1 blue. We didn't look at that
Oh,
one.
that's right.
I
The
thought
blue.
where'd the purple one then come from then?
I don't know. It's the invisibility one.
Ah,
We don't know what the blue one is yet.
the blue one is strength.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, we know that?
Yeah, we knew that.
Mhm.
Yeah, you knew that
I
before.
was going to leave that for some fun
Mystery.
Eat it. Fuck
What
it.
What did the red ones heal again? How much do they heal?
Like what?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. I'm not eating it yet. I want it in my.
So.
Greg, can we just hold on to it?
Yeah, I still have it all written down, but who's taking a mushroom?
I want a red one.
Vim.
1, 2,
Vim is taking a red one.
3, 4,
Brendan would like a red one.
5.
I would also like a red
Oh,
one.
is that one for everybody? All right, that's fine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is. Okay, great.
Yeah, Buyer will say he doesn't
Except
need
for
one,
Fire.
but
Oh,
he doesn't need
Fire
one.
heals everybody anyway, so.
Fire
will be
and
okay.
Ghost and
But I
Rowena
also
don't need one.
have a healing spell.
Yeah,
so-
Rowena doesn't need one. Ghost is okay.
Cool.
Sorry, Rowena. You can have a little bit of mine when I eat it later.
Oh, I'll just take a tiny nibble. Thank you so much.
All right.
Rowena is all set. She doesn't need healing.
Having divvied out your spoils and gains and money and gear from your travels over the last few days, you set off. And as you head out of this clearing where there was kind of a small temple ruin, the jungle rises up around you again. And once you get back under that canopy, the humidity really starts pressing in on you again. It's just this ever-present sort of mush that you walk through continuously. But as the day goes on, it's not maybe even that you're getting used to it, but you're at least starting to kind of be able to cope with it now, having walked through about a week and a half's worth of jungle at this point. It's never going to be comfortable in your gear the way it's currently configured. You're just gonna feel gross until you can find some time to, like, for those of you who wear heavy armor especially, it's just gonna feel gross until you find a way to properly, like, kit yourself out for jungle movement. But the day goes by relatively quietly after that. I don't know if there's any, like, anything you guys want to cover within the party in terms of talking or anything, or we can just move to night.
I look over at Kazara and I'm sweating like crazy, and I say, "Hey, you want to hit me with some of that chill touch?"
Oh, I would love to, but I don't think it would treat you very well side effect wise.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
might be worth it.
but can't you? Jax, couldn't you do something to alleviate this? I'm pretty stinky right now, right? Because you're kind of like
super stinky. Oh yeah, the more armor you're wearing, the stinkier you are. Everybody's like, you haven't had a bath in a week. It's super gross. But like,
I'm really gross.
It's like just a layer.
yeah.
On you.
This might be an odd request, but can you make me not smell bad, Jax?
I will make you unstinky with I can't.
Yeah, and it's a
Alright, well,
cantrip, so you can cast that as
Where's
much
that?
as you want.
Yeah, so you just hit all of us, right? Just clean it all up.
Around the board.
So
Master
after
Kazara, please tell Jax that my feathers feel so much better now.
Rowena is very grateful to not be sweating like a crow
You're very welcome.
anymore.
Dirty bird. That's a dirty bird.
Dirty bird.
You stinky crow.
Oh, last time I was a stupid pigeon. Now I'm a stinky crow. No one loves me.
Now you're back to Raven because you're no longer sticky.
Oh, great.
and with a whirl of magic, you're all suddenly so fresh and so clean.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And night comes.
Dope as Jax.
It's true. Ain't nobody dope as Jax. And night comes. And you have already set up kind of a watch. So you're well prepared for the evening, and the bugs, there don't seem to be as many here as you're used to. It seems just kind of nicer, and it is imperceptibly cooler as the ground has risen up above you during the day. Things have become a bit more hilly. You've certainly worked your way into some foothills or something as you've worked through the jungle. It's still completely covered with all sorts of forest growth, couple 100 feet high, but it's starting to kind of roll and rise up. The night itself is uneventful, with you all getting a solid night's sleep, and with the help of Gavak, you're able to, by the middle of the next day, as the world continues, growing higher and higher, and every once in a while now you'll kind of crest, not out of the woods, but where the trees have thinned a bit, and you can see a wide, vast mountain range in front of you with towering peaks off in the distance, probably 6 to 7 days walk. And as you go, and you hit the middle of the day, you enter a clearing. And in this clearing you see about 200 lizard folk. Some have pitched basic tents, some are just kind of laying out in the sun. There's a large stone at one end that it looks like there's some people up standing on, some lizard folk up standing on, and behind the stone itself there's a small stream that it looks like these lizard folk are using for water and for their basic necessities and whatnot. And Gavak will look at you all and go, "Looks like we made it, my friends. Let's, I'm gonna go find my family. I am so happy that you are here, but I'm sure you need to talk to Sasana, and I really want to go see my wife. So I'm gonna go do that."
All right. Well, this is quite an inspiring view. There's like 200 lizards. Why, this is the most amount of lizards I've ever seen. And I must say, me personally, it feels, I'm going to go on along an inspiring rant.
Inspiring rant.
Inspiring rant.
I'm going to try and give everybody the temporary hit point boost. We did sleep a night, right?
You slept a full night,
Yeah,
indeed.
so we're all back up to full and
Yep.
All right.
ready to go.
Excellent. Then in that case, yes, I bestow everyone. Now it's my charisma modifier plus my level, which is 6. Ooh, temporary hit points.
Noise.
Ooh. All right.
Oh, wait.
Can
Yes,
you
you-
give that to everyone, including Ghost?
I believe it's up to 6 members of the party. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Rowena. So, sorry. No, yeah.
Oh.
Let's do.
Well,
Let's
we
do
got
Ghost.
Byron.
I don't think
Ghost
Rowena
is gonna be
requires
in-
hit points.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
Rowena matters.
I was being a goofball.
Oh, you
Let's
old
do-
silly man.
let's put it on Ghost because Ghost is in melee. That's smart.
Master Kazara, don't get eaten by the lizards this time, okay?
I can't promise anything.
Oh,
I'm the
Master
squishiest
Kazara,
out
you
of
need
all
to
of
be
us.
careful.
Try.
So as
You know Kazara, she sees a lizard, she's just gonna jump in its mouth.
I just try to help, and it always lands me in hot water. Or
Oh,
no,
Kazara, but it'll make you even more stinky than the jungle did.
we're lucky for us we have Jax
Oh,
to bathe
good.
me magically.
Oh, because I can't deal with that again.
Every toad or lizard we've seen, Kazara's like, oh!
So as you're giving this speech, some of the lizard folks have noticed, and there's kind of this murmur, and some of the ones who are closer by, 20 or 30 of them, have just kind of started staring at you. And about halfway through your speech, you notice that one of the lizards kind of runs off, and by the time you finished, you see Sasana walking out of the crowd, and they make way for her. And she walks up to you, and she says, "Thank you so much for my friends. I'm so glad you made it safely, and you've brought Lungen back, and Gavak is alive, and thank you so much for saving him. I was so worried about my friend. I'm so glad he's here. As you can see, we are all here. This is all Zopchik tribe from many different clans, and they say there's much danger out there. What have you heard?"
Well, nothing good.
We do know that they plan to use one of these lizard folk as a sacrifice, or anyone actually who stands in their way is going to be sacrificed to raise this gentleman whose name I've forgotten.
So it sounds like, from what they explained to you, just for a clear story point moment, it seems like they want to sacrifice to the god Sesenek, who is a god. You don't know much about him. To in some way make their leader, whose name is Kesthak, more powerful.
And they're working with the Yuan-Ti as well.
The snake people.
And they recently became allied with Ilstad? Is that correct? Did I get
Gavak
that
will say,
right?
yes, they, I do not know that they are alive, but there's certainly something going on there, and I believe it has something to do with them, and I really think we should go there. I think I think it must be connected in some way.
I agree. Yes.
Sasana will take in your words. This is very worrisome. I don't know how we can help. We are in a bit of disarray at the moment, and I'm going into an Irish accent for some reason, and I don't know why.
With a slight Russian.
With a little bit of Russian going on there, yeah. And she'll, it's,
Shillelagh.
It's okay. You've had a very tough spat with all this.
I've gone Irish!
It's so difficult for everyone.
I'm so worried. No, it's gonna be Irish now. I think it's from the booze. Whatever. She will say that.
It's gonna be Irish. Deal with it.
Just deal with it. It's Irish.
Yeah.
The lizard god.
She kissed the wrong boy.
We're at a bit of a crisis point. Okay, we're at a bit of a crisis point. I'll try and get it back in a second. We're at a bit of a crisis point. We don't have a leader, and we're at a bit of, some of the tribes are starting to fight amongst themselves, and some of them have lost their leaders, and some of the tribes have started mixing together, but it certainly seems like everyone wants one person to lead. Oh, it's back now, mostly. Everyone wants to find one leader for our tribe, and we don't know who that is yet. And until then, I don't think we can move, because someone must make a decision for us.
Well, why not you lead? You
Well,
seem the most level-headed of them.
There are others who have just as rightful a claim as me to it. There's Krug, who's one of the warrior leaders of one of the clans, who's very interested in taking us into battle, no matter whether we win or lose. He's very honorable and strong, but he would prefer for us to die attacking them rather than run deeper into the forest. And then there's Lassa. Lassa is, she's the leader of the largest group. My group is medium-sized, 30 or 40 members. But hers is 75. It makes up a full third of the people here. And she wants us to run and hide the old and the children and break up the rest into small groups to fight and make existence difficult for a Kabkan clan.
So we have Lassa, and we have you. What was the name of the other gentleman?
Krug.
Krug. How could I forget?
Easily, I've forgotten a lot of it.
And so until we know we can't. The clan will either start fighting itself or it'll just scatter, and neither of those are safe.
So everyone either fights or leaves? Those are your options?
I don't know what I would do specifically yet. I would rely on the council of the other members to find the best answer, but that's what Lassa and Grug want to do. Lassa wants to essentially fight in small groups while hiding the women and children, hit and run attacks, and Grug wants to give every man, woman, and child a weapon and run in and destroy them before they have a chance to destroy us.
Couldn't possibly go badly.
I would like to see us survive through whatever is the most wise way for us to go. But I don't feel like I have all the information I need yet.
Could we fight for you?
We're good at
instead of sacrificing all of your people?
Well, what would you do?
So we'll just sacrifice our people?
We're the protagonists. What could happen?
What could go on?
Nobody ever dies in Dungeons and Dragons.
No one ever dies.
We got you.
The main characters never die.
Nobody ever dies.
I would say if
Sure.
anyone volunteers to fight with us, we would happily welcome them.
Yes. I just want to figure out the mystery of all of this, honestly. That's all I'm looking for.
Sasana, you say you don't have all the information yet. What more are you looking for?
I want to know what is causing a Kabkan tribe to be so much more aggressive than they used to be. Yes, ritual, yes, great war leader, we have heard these things before, but there's more to it now. They've always nibbled about our borders and raided and sought blood from our people to power dark ritual. But I believe this is something more. Nothing's ever come of it before.
I see. That makes sense. Suddenly, the Akab tribe is far more powerful than they used to be.
It sounds like that there's a greater power at hand, and we should find the source of that and stop that.
So they've gotten more powerful and more aggressive lately.
Yes, indeed.
And do we know, I'm sorry, I may have missed it, but how long has this been happening? Like, how long since that change seems to have occurred?
About 2 months.
2 months. Okay.
Do you know anything of their leadership, Kesthak?
I have not seen him, but the rumor is he is a two-headed, terrible fighting man lizard.
That's why.
And he, I don't know more than that, but he's supposed to carry terrible power within him. But the two-headedness seems most weird, but fighters make stories about other great fighters. I don't know if it's true or not.
That's where all the power is. One guy grew 2 heads. So we gotta go chop both of them, and then we'll probably be good.
Too much power for one head.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn it. I walked right into that one.
You so did.
Kesthak is rumored to have 2 heads.
All the better to eat you with, my darling.
Well, I think Sasana's counsel is wise, that she doesn't want to engage them head on without knowing why suddenly they are so powerful. It could be suicide for the entire tribes if they try and match them without knowing why suddenly they're so successful. Perhaps that's something we could find out before we...
Yeah. How do we find out is the question.
All right. Go to Ilstad.
We sneak up on them. We look at what their documents say. So
Covert apps.
Our power is divine from excellent appetite and regular exercise. Oh no! Yeah, so we go and figure out what it is that they're doing, or what they have, and I think Ilstad was the place we were going to look at to begin that, right?
I think that's the first stop on the trip, yeah.
Because if they need
Master
to
Kazara. Ooh, Master Kazara, don't forget you could always send me ahead to scout.
Oh, yeah.
This is true, but I don't know how close we are to see anything.
Yeah, how
Oh,
far
we'll
away
get
is
closer,
it?
Master Kazara. I don't know if I can read, but I am a pretty smart raven.
This is true.
Your raven can go up miles away. Is that correct, Kazara?
5 miles, I believe.
Yeah, she has telepathic contact with you within 100 feet, and can travel up to 5 miles away without going poof.
And how far away from Ilstad are we?
London will say that you are about 50 miles by your reckoning.
50.
It's about 4-day walk from here.
I had a feeling it was a ways.
Yeah.
It is between here and a Kabkan temple encampment, from where we understand it is.
All right, so not going to be so easy as that, but that is an option. Sounds like either way, our current destination will be Ilstad to figure out what we can from there.
Is there any other settlements between here and Ilstad, or is that the next spot?
No, Ylstad on the coast. Only settlements between here and there were ours, and have been destroyed.
Okay.
Susanna, how long do you think the tribes will be content to wait for a decision?
Not long. They should make a decision soon, I think. There's already been some fights. You saw some folks speaking about their preferred leaders, I think, as you walked in. I think we must make a decision today or tomorrow, or it will lead to something terrible.
So are these the only options to choose between Krug and Lisa?
So,
What's up?
Or
Lungin will say, or
Sasana.
Sasana is best choice.
Right.
Sasana goes,
wants
no,
to-
I don't know that I am best choice. We should let the tribe decide who best.
What influence do we have, if any, on this decision among your people? And
You have saved our people. I do not think Lisa will trust you no matter what. She is untrusting of outsiders. There is chance that some may heed your advice. If you want to help, perhaps you could, I don't know, maybe talk to some of the other clans or see how people feel about who is who. And if you wish it to be me, and I do believe I could lead, but I will also be happily a counselor. She seemed to be searching for the word. For one of the others, should they be chosen.
Are they the kind that would want counselors?
Lissa would want counselors. I may not be best fit for Kurak. But he's not evil. He's not mean. He is a fighter, and his wisdom is bound in honor. And for him to kneel before someone else, I believe that honor would have to be sacrificed, or not sacrificed. It would have to be sated, hungry. He would have to have honor. Honor must feel better. I don't know your words as well. He would have to feel good about his honor to kneel before someone else.
We should gauge the clans to see what they want. Should we try and reach a majority decision on who they would want to lead?
If you want.
Sounds like it would be fair for the people to at least ask.
I mean, these
Yeah,
aren't our
get their
people, though.
opinion.
Like, this is their business, right? Like,
Right, but they obviously need some help.
Yeah.
how much does the party feel like getting involved with this?
I want to make sure that they're safe.
if it takes us one step closer to getting back home, then I'm for it. But if we're just spinning our wheels here in Chult, I'm kind of rather get home. So that's my attitude on it.
I would personally vote towards not sacrificing anyone, but who's to say we could do this on our own also?
Sacrifice. Wait, why are we talking about sacrifice?
That was a poor choice of words. I meant utilize these lizard people to fight with us.
Oh,
As is Grug's.
Allies would be nice. I will say that.
Yep.
But
We need some more
as
people
far
on our
as
side.
being involved in their politics, that irks. I'm not sure I'm interested in involving myself in their politics, but I'm interested in supporting whoever does win.
I would personally ask for volunteers if anyone wanted to ally with us.
It's true. We could. Well, yeah.
Do you think we should ask them?
We should definitely choose help with one of the leaders.
Yeah. I doubt that people are going to jump ship just to help us.
Yeah.
Well, Grug wants to fight. There has to be more like who have his mindset.
I wonder if Sasana knows anybody else.
Ask her.
What do you want? You want to know who else is willing to fight? I think the clan will I think that the tribe as a whole will go where the leader takes them. I think their overriding concern at this point is not having a leader. I am concerned that were we to split them up more at this time, it would lead to more factions and more fighting.
Which does not help us.
So we can't force these people to choose what we want, but we can at least help influence what we think might be best. What do we think is best for these people?
I think it'd be best to keep them united and safe.
United. And friendly with us.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Definitely friendly.
I think keeping them not away from fighting,
Mhm.
rallying around Lasa would be safest because they don't know what they're up against and they could likely all end up dying.
Letting will know, no, it must be Sasana. And Sasana will go,
if
no,
we're gonna
wait.
talk about this, we should be in private.
Yes, we will excuse ourselves while you make decision. I'm sure we will listen to your wisdom. I'm sure the clan will make the choice it thinks best, but you have saved a number of us at this point, and I know at least the people who I came with value your knowledge and your bravery very much. And then she will excuse herself and Lungen.
So we're alone now, just us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every
I
once in a
don't like
while, a
the
little
idea.
lizard folk kid will like come up and kind of look at you guys and be like, in a language you don't understand, and then
I just kind of scare him.
Little scamp.
Master Kazara, I can call really loud so that nobody can hear your conversation. Caw.
Perfect.
I can't imagine how that could possibly not be distracting for us.
Oh, Master Kazara, you'll get used to it.
Excellent.
I don't know what we should do at this point. We shouldn't force them to fight, but it could be bad if we ask anyone to fight.
I think the best course of action for us would be to let them decide and then help unify everyone behind that decision.
Should we just wait until they reach their decision?
Because I don't feel like if we throw our weight around and for some people the wrong person wins, they will not be our friends. They will not help us at all.
And they'll just be mad at us.
I don't want to influence anything beyond just making sure that they choose what's right for them. And once that choice has been made, I like the idea of us helping them to unify everyone under them so that they're unified and we can, I think that'll help us in the long run get the help we need to do whatever we've got to do to get home.
Should we have them take a formal vote? That way it's fair?
That was my suggestion also, Jax. I'm with Jax on this.
Do they have a system for choosing this, or is it just they're just fighting and arguing constantly? Like, do they have a set system? Do we know?
it seems to be
even
some
ask?
sort of raucous town hall.
Whoever shouts the loudest wins. Okay.
It's more that democracy is going to happen through incredibly vigorous debate, right? Like, some sort of consensus will come out of the chaos through a bunch of people having what is a giant 200-person town meeting.
And all the while they're arguing, the whatever they're called, the other tribe.
Yeah.
Can't think of what they're called. Where's it at? A Kabkan are on their way. So
Yep. Or at least planning
get-
something.
yeah, and the longer this tribe stays divided, the more danger they're in. Most likely. So yeah.
But since they value our opinion and our influence, what
I
role
say
do
we
play?
influence. I say we can try to influence
Persuade.
expediency.
Mm.
Like,
We could-
let's make this decision. Stop arguing. Stop bickering. Let's get down to it. Make a
Unified.
decision.
We could also just give them our opinion. I don't think they'd see
Yeah.
harm in us giving our opinion, because as long as we're not trying to take over their democratic process, they might just heed our words and be like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and then it'll go from there organically.
They're
Give them
yearning
that-
for some kind of leadership.
Yeah.
Do we know? Do they have like a scheduled time where they meet, or are they just all in this place arguing all the damn time?
This is the meeting.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I think it's happening today, though. It should
Yeah.
be resolved.
It's
by
happening all around us right now, every minute of every day.
I
Oh gosh. Let's go
I could
meet with
use
the others.
thaumaturgy to call order to the ruckus.
Wait, we don't need to impede. We can just make a speech and be like, we believe that this leader is the best, and then we just be like, all right, figure it out.
If we're gonna do that, I think we owe it to the other two to meet with them. Or at least try to meet with them and at least talk to them.
That sounds good.
We can't just go in only having talked to Susanna.
Okay.
So, and I guess whatever his name is not
Grug.
going. Grug. Grug's probably not going to like talking to us, so let's save him for last. I say we go to Lasa and say Lasa.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are going to head off into the crowd looking for Lisa.
Do we know what we're looking for?
Not offhand. You were told that she is the leader of the largest tribe, but make a perception check. Anybody can do it.
I'll do that. Got a +7.
Oh.
Rolled a 3.
No, it is a swirling mass of people kind of moving about, arguing. There's cook fires going off in different places. It's an encampment of people milling about, all talking to each other.
I touch one on the arm and say,
Yes.
which clan, or which, is it tribe or clan? What am I asking?
Tribe.
For Lasa's tribe. I'm looking for Lasa's tribe. I'm looking for Lasa. Where would I find Lasa?
Lasa is, if you go to Talkstone and go forwards, you will find her with her people.
Okay, thank you. So we go to Talkstone and then to Hallwards.
Yeah. He said pawwards and then he pointed.
Hallwards, okay.
Yeah, that way.
I got you, okay. So we
Fun
go there,
fact,
right?
the lizard men don't have left and right. They have pawwards and clawwards. You're welcome.
Sweet.
Yeah, the more
They
you
have a
know.
southpaw and southclaw.
Uh-huh.
Southpaw.
Write that down.
All right, yep. I will rely on you guys to remember that because I am not the most intelligent person.
You're able to make your way up. Some people, some of the lizard folk will like try and get in your way every once in a while. Some of them seem to step back with a little bit of reverence. There's a very mixed opinion about your group as you walk through. You get up to the Talking Stone, which is actually this kind of sloped back rock that makes kind of a natural podium to stand up on, right? A natural riser to stand up on. There's no podium on top of it. It's a big gray stone kind of coming out of all of this lush green grass with the river behind it, and then the mountains kind of going up behind the river itself. And it's a very kind of austere and beautiful place. As you kind of, the whole encampment's on a bit of a slope, and by the time you get to the top of it, you can see the jungle rolling off for countless miles into the distance. And it's a very startling sight to realize how much of that boat that you've traveled and how much more there is out there. But as you get up to the Talkstone itself, you go pawward, and you find a large clutch of lizard folk. There aren't very many who look like the big combative Gila monsters, but there's a lot more of the chameleon type folk and the gecko type folk, with a few of the bigger guys there too. But as you get up there, they don't seem to notice you, and there's a clutch of people around one, you think female. It's hard to tell with lizard people sometimes, but is dressed in kind of more soft clothing, but it's all very jungle colored, as if it would give her the opportunity to blend in even more. Gecko, who's kind of standing talking to a clutch of people.
Real quick, I didn't want to interrupt your description, but I was going to try and read the crowd while we're moving through it. Why we have a mixed bag of interpretation. I have a terrible insight, so I assumed I'd roll terribly, but
you did, yeah. Well, you think some?
Really
it feels like the word has traveled to some people that you have helped out Susanna and her folk, right? And some people just don't seem to trust outsiders. They see you as a threat because you are not them.
Okay. But we see the small gecko
Yeah, kind of surrounded by a group of other lizard folk. Paying you no attention.
Who would like to spearhead the interaction with Lasa?
Vim?
I plan on just standing there and making eye contact until one of them just has to come over.
All right,
That's
let's find a diplomatic way to approach them then.
Yeah.
I guess I'll introduce us to. I'll look over at Lasa and gesture with a bow and say hello. We are looking for Lasa. Are we?
None of the people will actively let you through. In fact, it seems like they're specifically not letting you through.
Did I maybe persuade them to let us talk to Lasa?
What would you say?
I would say that, hey, we just want to talk. We're nice. Let us in.
Aww.
You
Make
know,
a persuasion check.
We don't mean to cause any more tension, but we would love to discuss with you the best way to handle this situation that we find ourselves in as a large group.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. You come up to one of the bigger ones. He's a little bit taller than you. He's a Gila monster lizard folk, and he's one of the only ones who will like look you in the eye. And it looks like at first he's trying to like stare you down and intimidate you, but just your kind of like soft demeanor and the kind of very non-threatening way in which you interact with him, he goes, "Okay, Scaleless One, you seem not harmful. I will talk to Lasa, see if she have audience. One moment." And he goes and he kind of moves his way through the crowd a little bit, goes to Lasa, points at you guys, points back at her, and at first she's like, no, but then she's like, okay, because yay, crit! Woo, first crit of the night.
Holy ding-dongs, wow. Look at that Jack's Jingles trail.
Yeah. And then she will actually work her way out of the crowd to come to you. And everyone in the crowd kind of turns around with her and looks at you. And you're kind of faced with this group of 30 or so lizard men. And Lasa, small gecko, that curved tail coming up behind her cloak, walks up to you and goes, "What do you want, Scaleless?"
We just wanted to talk.
What would I have to talk to you about?
We simply wish to reach a mutual decision, or at least a mostly agreeable decision, as to how we can move forward to serve everyone's best interest and safety, as well as taking care of this issue of the sacrifice.
Why do you care what happened to our tribe, Outlander?
It's in my nature, personally. I care a great deal about saving lives. I would like to accomplish our task with as little casualties as possible. Isn't there a way we can all agree on how to get that result?
What does your task have to do with us? I do not know you. I only know what others speak of you.
Well, from what we've discussed with some of the other members, we understand that some of you want to help and go after these people responsible for the sacrifice, while some of you do not. Is there any way that we can assist you and your people with accomplishing this?
Directly attacking Kabkan tribe is death. Grug know this. Grug prefer honorable death. Grug is stupid. Grug would lead us to blood. I will fight, but I will fight smart.
How so?
We will hide in forest. We will hit them when they do not expect. We will dash from place to place, and we will keep our children and elderly safe.
Are all of your clan tribe in agreement with this plan?
Our clan need leader. My tribe will follow, but I will be best leader.
I understand.
What are the other people saying about us? What
Are
have
you asking
heard?
Lissa?
I'm asking Lissa what she's heard of us.
I hear you helped Sasana and Lungen. I hear you rescue Lungen. I do not believe that you did anything our own people couldn't do.
But you didn't do that. We did.
Happenstance. You were there, we were not.
What are your
Kept
thoughts?
going though.
But maybe we won't be there next time.
Yes.
And we will be fine. Outlander.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on Sasana?
Sasana is wise but slow to act. Sasana not right for leadership in time of crisis. She want all to agree.
Under my breath, I agree with her. I'm like,
we need
What
decisive
makes
action.
you a better leader?
I will be decisive. I will take action, just not stupid action like Kurag.
Would you be willing to work with Sasana? As a, you could get the decisive action you want and her wisdom and leadership.
Might
The
drop
consult.
honor bound to follow leader of clan, but I would be best leader of clan.
so say you are the leader of the clan. Would you accept Sasana's assistance?
Sasana's quite wise. She would give good wisdom, just not decisive, should not lead.
This sounds pretty even-minded. Yeah.
She seems to not like you at all, by the way.
Oh.
You got the
I don't
crit,
really like
so
her at
she's
all either,
totally
but-
willing to talk to you, but
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you
Would be popular.
so sure that you would not accept any help at all from anyone like us?
I don't understand why you would want to help Outlander. We are not clan, you are not blood, you have no scale. Why do I care?
I'd like to try and persuade her. Oh, sorry. Do you want to
I could maybe. I have charm. I could maybe try and charm.
No, I don't want to manipulate something like that. I don't want, because if we get busted doing something like that, that's gonna, yeah.
No, I'm not manipulating her. I'm gonna give her a reason why we would want to.
Yeah, I would love, because my only reason is to just go home, and so I don't know that that's gonna help her. She'd just be like, go home then.
Yeah.
We need,
I'll try
I would say
persuasion
that.
real quick.
yeah,
Okay,
Wait,
what do you say?
did me?
Yeah, persuade.
Or
Yeah, you.
him?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Sven.
I will roll it. I didn't roll well,
What do you say?
but I was going to say, well, the imminent threat of Sesanek, the lizard god, the possibility of them being resurrected through sacrifice is not really something we can risk. It might be a threat that all of us will have to deal with, regardless of whether we want to or not. And we're already here, and we're already helping deal with it. It's a threat I'm taking seriously, and it has involved helping you, but it also can benefit us as well, I believe.
I do not care about your selfish reasons for being here. We are
Well, I-
clan. We fight for each other. You have not proven to me that you are willing to shed blood for me.
So what do we have to do to prove that?
Yeah.
I don't care for you to prove it, Outlander.
Maybe
You are
we should
not-
let them do whatever that is they want to do.
That
Cut our losses
Come on,
on this group.
we're gonna come back around to what I was saying before. I don't really care who leads this fucking tribe. I just want to go home. I'm trying to talk to you to figure out if you are the best choice for it to help us, so we can help you do that. If you're not willing to listen, I don't give a shit.
Why don't you just leave? The coast is north. Walk north till find water.
I
Make
turn around
boat.
and walk out.
Go home. Okay.
Should we speak to Grug at this point? See if he's
Oh,
willing
is everybody leaving?
Y'all don't have to follow me. I'm turning around and walking away.
Vin's gonna cool off. He's gonna take 5.
It's been a long journey. We're all pretty tired, but
Yes.
that's okay.
I mean, I still want to help these
Wish
people.
there was- yeah, I just wish there was something that we could do. I
want to
Well,
help
I mean,
people live and keep living.
We can't force her, but that's not why we're here anyway. We're trying to help unify the clan anyway.
Yeah.
Even though she's pretty dismissive and kind of a pain, she still seems to have the best interests of her people in mind.
Yeah, there's got to be something in common that we can help them understand. Some common ground for everyone. Aside from the fact they all want to live.
All right,
So-
she just wants to lead.
I mean, Susanna's the only one who's willing to step aside and let someone else lead.
Did everyone leave when I did, or am I outside by myself?
You
I
are
think you're
outside by
outside.
yourself.
Okay, I was want to know if I could be involved in the conversation or not, so I'm not there.
You
so.
chose not to be involved.
That's fine.
You
No, that's
ran
fine.
away.
Yeah.
You took your salty ass outside.
Yeah.
You got pissed and walked away.
It's so
That's
well. She's
level-headed folk over here.
no. It's.
Oh, shit. Shots fired.
I mean, we're not here to. We're just trying to get to understand who Lissa is. We're not like trying to change her mind. We didn't come here to tell her that Grug's right, for example. That's not why we're here. We're just here to meet her, I guess. And we did.
We're just trying to get her opinion.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
and,
what-
yeah,
She's
we
decisive.
got that.
The little guy that we brought with us, he just wanted us to go to the council with him, so if we're
He wanted your
unable-
escort to bring Lungen back, right? And help with that. I mean, Gavok is around here if you want, but
maybe we should talk to Gavok again.
Yeah, we can grab Gavok. He was a friend.
Maybe he knows something that we don't, that we could move forward. Otherwise, we might just have to leave them here and go on our own. Or are we still waiting for them to reach a decision? Because they had a deadline of like 24 hours.
Yeah, that's. I feel like they have to reach this decision before you leave.
They do have to reach a decision. What we should mostly do is we're trying to make sure they get unified. Vim
Yeah.
was pretty good about that we should make sure that they get unified. And the worst thing that could happen is if a leader gets chosen, like Lissa, and Grug, for example, is so irate about it, he revolts. That would be disastrous for them and all of us. So,
Right.
Like,
So
just
where's
move on to
Frog?
talk to him?
how are we feeling about Lissa? Do we think she's a bad leader?
Mm-mm.
I think she's.
I think so too. I just want to know what you guys think.
I just don't see how we can get everyone unified. I don't know what to do at this point.
We're just trying to throw our hat in the ring, and they'll probably take it from there. Let's at least try and see where Grug is. If he's
Yeah.
ready to fly
Yeah,
off the
that's
handle
what I
and
think.
start killing his own people, then
Yeah.
maybe we can at least defuse that.
That's what I
Alright.
think.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I rolled a 2 on my persuasion earlier, so I don't.
I'm not rolling persuasion. My persuasion sucks.
What is
So
yours?
still have-
I have
-1.
I can do a backflip.
What is yours, Jax?
Mine's 5.
5? I
Mine's
think
five.
Jax
What
should
are?
roll.
Sorry, what are you?
Mine's
rolling
also 5. It
persuasion
was
at?
just I rolled a 2.
Or mine's 4. But what are we? What are we persuading?
Don't we have to go find him before you persuade anybody?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was just trying to who should try to persuade Grug to
All right.
talk
I
to
think
us.
we're all. I think we're all
Yeah.
done here. Let's go find Vim, and also maybe what's his name? The other little guy before
Gavok?
we visit Grug.
Gavok. I think we should find Gavok.
Gavok. Yeah,
Gavok
and-
is with us.
Go
We can
back
talk
and
to
then
Grug.
go find Grog.
Hmm.
Grab
Yeah,
them
find-
while we're at it.
find Gavok, get any advantage we can, and then take on Grug.
okay. So you guys are gonna go look for Gavok.
Yep.
Is that right? Okay, cool.
Is everybody
Um,
outside now?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see where Vim is hanging out. I don't know where exactly you're hanging out, but being neither blue
not
nor
far. I was
green
just
or
right there.
purple or, a lizard,
You're kind of obvious.
kind of obvious, yeah.
Lissa is the right leader for this tribe or this clan.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go look for
Period.
Gavok and grab him and say, Gavok, would you mind accompanying us while we talk to Grug? Because we're not sure what to do to move forward, and we think maybe you should join us when we talk to him.
What do you think I can do? It takes you not at all any amount of time to find him. His encampment was very close to where you guys entered the area. It takes about 5 minutes to walk back over there through all the lizard folk. And as you do, he's just sitting there by the campfire, and he goes, "Yes, of course, I will happily help you. I don't know what you think I can do, but I've only met Grug once. He's big, I'm small, so I try not to get in confrontation with him.
A
Can
sort of
you take us
ambassador
to him?
since You're a lizard and we are not.
Well, yes, but he is big fighty lizard, and I am small sneaky lizard. So, not always get along, big fighty and small sneaky. But
Which tribe is Gavok from?
I am
Sasana,
from
right?
Sasana's tribe,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Can you help us find Grug?
Yes, of course I can help you find anyone you want to find. We are a small clan. Let's go.
Sorry,
Can you
Vim.
also give us any pointers about how to relate to lizard folk? Is there something we need to do to prove ourselves before talking? That
be lizards.
That would
So-
help persuade them.
yeah.
I don't mean to be general, but big fighty ones tend to be very honorable. Want to prove worth to clan and tribe. Want to live by their honor. Folk like me, we seek information. Lisa like me, we both gecko. So she care about quick and think, and she care about make action but smart action, right?
Yeah.
Sasana very different than other gecko. She very thoughtful, very slow to act. I don't know, maybe I don't know where she get from, but she's a smart lady.
All right. So if we want to grab Grog's ear, then we have to appeal to his honor.
How do you reckon we do that?
Arm
Would he
wrestle him? I don't know.
beat him in a pie eating contest?
Yeah. None of us are strong though,
No.
so I don't know how we're gonna. We didn't really outthink the thinky one. We're down.
An archery contest.
Oh, there we go. But yeah, anything you can do, Gavok, to help us relate to Grug. We're just looking to help unite your people. We don't really want to make the decision. We just want to help them come together
no.
on a decision.
You have been very helpful. I'm so glad you are here to help us. I know that it is odd to have outsiders speak on internal clan issues, but time is
Right.
of essence, and decision must be made. And I think Sasana was right to ask you to help, because we may stay here fight for ages before decision made. Blood may be shed even, because tribes they're not evenly divided, but they are divided in opinion. They are divided in thought, in heart, and we need to unify in heart and unify in thought.
Well,
The fact that we've helped your people, your kind, is that at all going to appeal to his honor?
It could, yes. If you, I'm sure he's heard of your fighting by now. I told many tales myself in the hour that I've been back, and word travels fast amongst us. We think fast, we talk fast, we move fast. It's what we do. We gecko. And so I'm sure he's heard something by now of you.
Yeah.
I don't know how
we don't
much
need to.
because I do not talk to him. He big scary guy. But we, I'm sure, word travels fast among clan.
Yeah, we don't need to prove anything right now. We can just be like, we already did all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. We got a chance.
Also,
Yeah,
we
we
really
got
don't
some
owe
chance
these
now.
people anything.
That's true.
Just throwing that out there.
We know how you feel, Vim. You could give two shits about this popsicle stand.
These lizard geckos.
Dan cares a lot. It's Vim that doesn't.
Yeah. Well, let's go talk to Grog and
Rogue.
I don't know. We could
Bring him ale.
bring him an ale,
Oh, there we
bring
go.
him a horn of mead.
Yeah, let's try and win him over first before we ask him to step down.
Send more booze.
Here's a present. Would you mind just letting someone else be in charge?
Hey, you know the thing you care a lot about?
If y'all are gonna go in with that, I'm just gonna wait outside. There's no way this guy's gonna back down.
Maybe we can get him to see reason. Or at least,
Maybe. That's the goal, I think.
yeah.
Basically, my whole point is to find out which one of these are willing to work together and which ones aren't. if he's willing to work with the others, I don't care. But if he's not willing, then I kind of care that he loses.
I mean, if they can't be unified, we might as well cut our losses and head out on our own.
I mean, take what we can get from them, but not expect much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. This is a tough moral dilemma.
This is.
Yeah.
Let's go find him.
All right. Go with me. I know where he is already. It's hard enough. They have fighting pit over there, and you can. And now that he says that, like off in the distance, you can hear the din of like some among the rest of the murmur, something that sounds a little bit more like wrestling. And he takes you off in that direction. And as you get over there, there's two large lizard folk, both Komodo, like walking Komodo dragons, kind of wrestling in an area that's been cleared of grass and brush with some wood posts and like rope put around it, large enough for them to just like wrestle each other. And standing, there's a bunch of people around the pit like cheering on, and standing off to one side is this very intimidating and large-looking individual of the Komodo dragon style, watching with a smirk on his face. That's Grog. He biggest. He no need to fight.
Kavak,
Fight one of these people to prove our honor, aren't we?
what would be the best way to get his attention?
Throw a rock at his head.
I guess what I'm looking for is like, will he respond well to us being boisterous, or would that be outsiders being intrusive?
Yeah, my question is, should we challenge him? But that would be bad. That would be bad. Because if we beat him, then he's shamed, and if we lose, then what good are we?
Maybe he will lose with honor.
lose.
We lose.
I'm not interested in losing, so
I don't even know what losing is.
never heard of it.
But does Gavak have does Gavak have any input on, will they respond well to us being boisterous about
Rod's very direct. I mean, you could probably just go talk to him. I don't know that he doesn't stand on ceremony too much. He's a fighter. He doesn't.
No nonsense.
No nonsense. That's a good way to put it. Yes. What is nonsense?
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Waste
That doesn't
of time.
make sense.
Well, Vim, do you want to
He
go
looks
up to
confused.
Frog and introduce yourself and
yeah, let's just go walk right up to him like we should.
Let's walk right up to him.
Okay, and he looks over, you just stand by him, and he kind of smirks a little bit, and like, he's got that long face, right? And the big, broad, angry-looking shoulders, and he just kind of looks down at you, and he gives you a nod as he watches the fight.
I wonder if we could have a word with you.
Do you wonder, or do you want?
Someone else talk to this guy.
Greetings, Grug. We bring the honor of our people amongst you today. These are my compatriots: Kazara, Herald of the Raven Queen; Bryn, Elf of the Forest; Vim, the skullduggery of the streets; Jax, the cat tabaxi who can't stop singing, to our delight; and me, humble old man who accompanies Kazara.
We're just ignored all the time. It's what happens to us.
And Fire, a tree we met in the woods.
A tree.
All right, I did introduction. Someone else go for a sec.
Good to meet you. What can I do for you?
We understand that you are interested in leading this clan in the
Yes,
fight against the Akabkan.
of course I am. We must fight against the Akabkan.
How do you feel about the other leaders?
Sasana is wise, but Sasana, no fight, I don't think. She has not said, so that makes me worry that she has not staked out clear position. The Sa wants to run. Run will not make them stop. Run will only make them, only make them come after us more.
But we spoke with Lasa. She didn't seem like the kind to run. She just didn't prefer all-out warfare. Is that what you're trying to do?
I want to do what's best for clan. We must destroy our enemies if we are to live.
By any means necessary, or by your means?
My means are best means for fighters.
Your means, okay.
Of course they are. Well,
If, say, either one of the other two were to succeed and become the leader of the clan, will you support them?
I would be honored bound to do so.
That's good.
Good to know.
Regardless which one it is.
Yes, Susana very wise. I would urge her to take decisive action. Lassa wants to fight in her own way, but her own way is poor way.
how do we get the three of them to work together to lead everyone?
That is not our way. Oh wait, were you talking to him? You probably weren't talking for that.
I was kind of talking to everyone else. It wasn't clear.
And there's just no way that all three of you can just work together for the strength and survival of your tribe.
That is not the way of clan. Has never been our way before.
Clan is getting slaughtered right now by the Akabkan.
You are not wrong, which is why we need to slaughter them back.
Or maybe just, look at things differently.
What do you mean?
If you work together, it might be more beneficial for all of you.
I want us all to work together. I want to give every man, woman, and child a sword. We fight as one. We fight as
But not
clan.
every man, woman, and child is capable of that.
Those who cannot fight will stay in back and rest wounded.
So you are a man of reason and understanding, it sounds like.
I am a man of honor. I am no man, though. I am lizard.
Isn't it true that there are times when the honorable thing is to run away?
Never honorable to run. Always honorable to find way to win. Sometimes that means retreat for a time. Run is for the weak.
Oh, that's good. Hold on. We could do something with that. So you say that it is possible to retreat honorably and wait for a time later to strike. Is that correct?
That is what we're doing now.
This is true. So the truth is, your people are already very honorable and strong. You have beaten back the Akab Khan many times before, without problem. We already know this. You know this. You and the Akab Khan have never had troubles. You can easily defeat the Akab Khan.
We cannot easily defeat the Akab Khan. It will be bloody and terrifying fight.
Not any longer. Something has changed, and we don't know what. The only reason any of us are expressing our concern right now is because we care deeply for your people, and we see honor and strength in them. We do not know what has changed of the Akab Khan people, what has made them so strong and capable of hurting your people. We simply wish to seek that out. And if I may, Lassa has offered a point of view that she would run and protect the people for the time being. Is that something you could understand?
Lassa will not run, she will fight in small group. There is difference. Fight in small group will not defeat a Kabkan tribe. Fight in small group will give a Kabkan small cuts, make a Kabkan angry. They sweep jungle, murder all before them. They must be confronted and destroyed.
Do you have enough people to do that?
I do not know. But we cannot hide. We cannot fight. And we cannot outrun them. So our options are to stand here and die, or find a way to fight. Hiding in jungle, picking at their scales, will not win, will only prolong the pain.
I honestly don't know what to do at this point. I don't know how to appeal to everyone. What should we do, you guys?
Well, so we, as a party, we're on board with that. We're going to be going to Ilstad and helping resolve this, right?
Right.
We want to figure out why the Akabkan have become so powerful and so aggressive lately. That I think is what our real goal is. We're trying to unify these people so that they will assist us in that.
What if we could get Grug to agree because it sounds like he understands Lasaw's tactics better than we do even, and he even agrees with them.
To a point. He also thinks that the clan should die fighting before anything else, eventually.
Yeah. Could we...
I think clan should win fighting. Don't want us to die. Dying is pointless.
Yeah, dying
Winning
is pointless, yes.
is honorable. Cannot win in Lassa's way. Can only survive. Survival is not point. We survive fractured, we are no... if we survive as fractured, we are no longer clan. She wants to split clan. Splitting clan is not our way.
But as a party, we're all in agreement that we're all going to Ilstad and we're going to seek this out, right? That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I offer that, I wouldn't be like throwing anyone under the like.
No, that's the goal. I think we're just trying to see if we can get some help on the way. That's all we're doing here. If they weren't even talking to us, we'd already be gone.
Yeah. I want to try a persuasion check. It doesn't need to be me, but I do have +5. Is everyone cool with that?
I have +4, so it's not going to be me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. Everyone
What is it
cool
you
with
wanna
rolling
say?
Persuasion on this? Want me to say what I'm going to say first and then roll?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right. I usually do my yeah.
Do your roll and then I guess that's fine. Whichever way you were more comfortable with. I don't have an opinion.
No, you're right. Let's do the roll first, and I'll tailor my speech. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess I'm gonna butcher my argument again. So we were going to head to Ilstad anyway, and we're gonna go look into the problem. So why don't we just go do that? And that's what we'll go do, and then it will probably help you in some way. I say with it rolling a 2.
Look,
I had something else in mind to say, but that's what I'm going to say because of my 2. So
he looks at you. What do you think you find at Eelstad?
Well, we can't be the only people that have noticed and heard that the Akabkan have become more powerful and more aggressive lately.
Yes.
Than they ever were before. And they will kill off your tribe, your clan.
Yes.
We don't necessarily think that's the best thing, obviously.
I don't think that's the best thing either.
Exactly. So we want to help. We want to figure out what's causing this increase in power. We know that they are trying to sacrifice to some god, something. But whatever their motive is, it's severely changing the balance of power for your people. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to unify all of the tribes into one clan to fight this threat and to maybe help us discover the source of it all?
Make a persuasion check.
oh my God, it's the curse of the 7s.
Man,
May the dice be ever not in your favor.
Don't got the dice for this.
It's because they were on our side last time.
I feel like we've done a really good job with our brains figuring this out, but oh man, our dice are just eating
We
us.
cannot speak. Our brains work, but no speak. First, reconnaissance is smart before battle. I do not deny this. Reconnaissance must always happen before battle. You do not win unless you know your enemy. I do think, given situation, Lissa would see us all killed one by one, slowly and painfully in the jungle by ourselves. She would fracture clan. Sasana does not know which direction to take. Would rely on others. We need someone with plan. I have plan. Reconnaissance good part of plan. If you want to reconnaissance, come back report. I, as leader of this clan, will gladly hear what you say before take action.
I goofed it. Jax,
Damn those dice.
you do it.
I've got so many things I want to say, but now I'm looking at that dice roll and I'm like,
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what we should be doing? We should be like assisting one another with these rules. We can do that, right?
It's interpersonal, can't assist. Unless you find some creative way to do it.
Oh, okay.
You're relying a lot on the power of your own personality here. So if you can convince me that there's a way for you to assist each other in one person making an argument, I'm willing to hear it. But in general, interpersonal communications requires a single roll by a single person.
That's fair.
It's not like a bunch of people lifting a rock.
Yeah.
I just was like thinking like to assist them by giving them advantage. Sorry,
Yes, but that advantage comes through some form of role play. You would need a reason to give them advantage, right? You're not just like, I'm good at this too, poof. It's, here's how I am supporting your argument, and in what way, right? Well, you are having this conversation, so like it's really about, if you can describe to me in a like a role play fashion, I'm willing to hear the argument, right? Like, I'm not against it, but it's, in general, your persuasion checks are one-off.
That makes sense. Next time, I want to work with Vim, because that's pretty much what we did. We just didn't roll it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. All right. I'm done.
And together, you got a 14. Which isn't bad. Isn't that bad? You're all 3.
14's good.
What else can I tell you? You have saved folk here, and I respect that, but what is it you want to know? Why are you talking to me right now?
Can you convince everyone to work together?
I believe I can. It is tradition amongst clan to, once leader is chosen, follow that leader.
And you're sure that'll happen?
Yes.
Is everyone as honorable as you are here?
We all have same tradition. I believe all will follow tradition. No one here is interested in... People here are fighting because there is no leader. There is no one to say what to do. We not fight if we have leader. Amongst each other.
If we find the source of the power and aggression that the Akabkan have right now, and we eliminate this, will the war end for you?
The war?
Will you stop fighting?
With Akabkan?
If they stop fighting, will you stop fighting?
We don't want to fight them. It is not my intent to have war. It is my intent to hunt great beast and be honorable. But in time of war, I will fight. I will kill for my clan.
I say we should encourage everyone to vote for Grug as leader, because Grug seems more inclined to work with everyone.
Yep.
We get all 3 leaders to work together if Grug's in charge.
Grug, you are sure Lasa will bend the knee?
I believe she will. She is member of Kopchak tribe, or Kopchak clan. She will follow the dictates of Kopchak clan. She will continue to be one of us, I do believe.
And you do believe that once a leader is chosen, everyone will fall in line?
It is our way.
Okay. I'm good here.
We tried. Oh.
So I'm done. I'm gonna start walking towards the door. Are we done here? I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of greeting have I noticed what kind of greeting or salutation, like do they shake hands, do they wave, do they
put their paw in their mouth and then they go like that.
They do this? Okay, well I'm gonna do that to him and then leave.
He'll give you a squint and do the same thing. A little bit more dismissive. He feels like he's higher on the chain than you, but yeah.
Is that what the squint was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, damn. We did it. We put a good effort forward.
Go team.
I personally want Gronk I want him in charge.
I think I have to agree. But how do we get everyone else to agree?
Is what's his name? Gavok, is he still around?
Yes, what can I do for you, friend?
Which one of these three has the largest tribe?
The Sa has largest tribe by far. It is
Nice.
about a third of all of the people here, yes.
Jesus. Okay. So
We could go to Sasana and just give her our input since she's like the most revered.
That's
Like,
what I say.
We
too.
think Grug should do it, and then
what, do you think we could convince her people to all side with Grug?
We could try.
that might do it.
Because that's the only way Lassa's gonna.
Yeah, we bring that back to her, and we say, "We, the heroes of whatever we did, our
The
vote so
heroes
far,
have had one battle one time.
yeah, our vote goes towards Grug. We think he's the best candidate, and then we let them figure that out from there."
And our impression of Sasana is that she would accept that from us.
Yeah, we'd have to explain to her why we think so, and then she could probably get them to see it our way as well. Because Sasana's wise as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. If we all agree, then I say we go to Sasana and
This isn't
Talk it
the best
out.
plan yet. Yeah.
All right, let's find Sasana. Tell her our position.
Of course I will take you to Sasana. I will tell you, I think Sasana will be best leader. Just so you know. Sasana best
We
leader by
know.
far.
thank you. We know.
She has led us quite well so far in my tribe. And she will not get us all killed, or make us all run into the jungle all the time, both of which are ridiculous.
Also, with the most people, they'd probably vote for her anyway.
No,
Or
Lassa
she-
has most people.
Ah,
Who's
Lassa.
next? Are there only 3 tribes, or are there more?
So he'll actually, yeah. So there are actually 9 tribes here, but many of them have kind of splintered, and there aren't very many left. The 3 real groups that have power are Sasana tribe, Grug tribe, and the Sa tribe. Others will fall in line, should one of them come. There has been much confusion as many of the tribes have fallen apart over time, and have had many killed, and so come here to figure out how to make ourselves again, and to do so with one leader, as we had before.
Just has to be one leader, huh?
Sounds like a good plan. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. I will take you to Sasana. You should tell her she should lead, though. I'm upset. Just a little. I understand that decisions must be made, but Sasana would be best. You should know this. And he'll take you back over there. And Sasana's sitting there with Lungin beside her. They're sitting around a fire, roasting a lizard. But not a lizard person. Just a
just a
small
lizard.
Yeah.
Not quite cannibalism.
On some fire.
Like a tiny human over a fire.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And as you get to her, we're going to take a 5-minute break for bathroom or whatever folks need, because your DM needs to hit
this
the
has never
restroom
been
real quick.
done.
Perfect.
Yeah. I've been
Well, we
drinking a
don't have
lot
to go
of
4
beverage.
hours straight.
Right? So let's have a quick break. Let's take a quick break, and we will be right back. Okay, now we're actually back. Sorry, I did not have, I forgot to hit unmute, because I'm smart. When we last left our intrepid adventurers low, that was 5 minutes ago, they were about to go talk to Sasana, one of the elders of the Kopchik clan of lizard folk, who are trying to figure out who their new leader should be, as they are under very dangerous threat from a far larger, far eviler, and far more powerful group of lizard men called the Akabkan tribe. We meet them now as they walk up to her camp. So she's just sitting there now in Lungen, and they're just kind of chatting amongst each other.
So, Sasana, we think we may have
Yes.
an idea as to what we should do, how to move forward at this point. We were thinking that Grug may actually have a point.
Go on.
He does seem to revere the honor of your customs, so perhaps if you were to tell the people.
Have you and Grug spoken?
Yes, we have spoken.
Do you like each other?
He's more warlike than I am. He's very honorable, and I respect that. But, I just
Definitely
fear...
respects you.
Oh, that's good to hear. He has never said so to my face.
Yeah,
I am just
I won't tell
concerned
him.
that he would take us into unwise battle and destroy the clan in doing so.
Of all the leaders we met, he actually seemed the most likely to work with the others. He seemed actually willing to compromise, despite how passionately he felt about his people.
Lungen will look up at you and go, you know, Sasana's willing to work with everyone as well. She's more than willing to work and listen to counsel.
And that's what we like about
And
you.
Sasana will be like, stop. They won't make the choice they need to make.
I think that we can all agree that Lasa should not be put in charge.
I do think hers is a dangerous plan, but not impossible. I don't understand.
It's not even for me, it's not even about her battle plans or anything like that. It's about her complete blindness to outside help and unwillingness to even entertain the possibility that her people aren't perfect specimens destined for glory. That's dangerous.
Yes,
Grug.
Yes.
Yeah, Grug seems, yes, he wants to fight, but he also seems very level-headed about how to do that. He seems actually very willing to stop if he needs to, back up if he needs to, listen to counsel if he needs to. Much like you are willing to listen to counsel and listen to counsel and listen to counsel and listen to counsel, and that we agree that your tribe needs counsel and needs to work together, but we also believe that someone should be willing to take action when needed.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh man,
Whoop whoop. Okay, let's see. It's over 10. That's a good thing.
we did
Finally,
it!
It's not a 7.
natural 20.
Oh man, so happy to see not a 7.
Right?
She sits there for a moment, and she looks like she's thinking very deeply, and Lungen looks very uncomfortable. He also looks a little tired.
Poor London.
But he looks very kind of grumpy, but isn't going to speak without her leave again, because she shushed him pretty hard. And she, after a moment of thought, she looks up and goes, I do see the wisdom in your words. I do. I think if I work with Grug, he could be more careful in his approach, while being able to lead the clans decisively, which I think you are right, we do need. I may be a good leader in peacetime, but perhaps we do need a war leader right now.
And like I was saying, the most important thing is the willingness to work together. You both could learn a lot from each other and maybe temper each other.
Absolutely. I think that's what we liked about Grug the most, is that speaking about you, he seemed to honor you and respect your opinions.
That is good to hear. And I believe we could work together. I believe I could be wise counsel for him. Indeed.
Could you recommend that the people choose Grug as a leader and that you counsel him?
I believe I could.
There's just no way you could lead together, is there?
It is not our way. We must have one. And it is normal to have different leader in time of conflict than in time of peace. So it is not hard, it is just I worry about my... It is not unheard of, I just worry about my people, is all.
Right.
We are... We must survive, and if you truly believe our best chance of survival is Grug, with me at his side rather than me with Grug at mine, then I think I could talk to my people about that. I think we could put our weight behind him.
That
We
is
all
very
agree on
wise. Yeah, that is one step closer to unity, and that's all we really wanted to try and do.
That's all that we can do for you at this point. You have to make the choice as a people.
Ultimately, yes, it is not our choice.
But you wanted our input, and we did what we could.
Thank you for being so thoughtful and taking this seriously, because I do not believe it could have come to anything other than blows without some sort of additional wisdom. I will go talk to Grug.
Nice.
And she'll get up.
Pretty good about that.
Lundgren will get up, but he won't go with him. He'll walk over to you and go, "She would still be best leader, but I understand that she has made her decision, and I will respect that. But we must go to Eelstad as soon as possible. I do believe that we must find what is happening." And his eyes seem a little droopy to you as he's talking to you guys as well. Just like exhaustion, right? And he, I do believe we should. Would Grug allow us to go there?
Yeah.
Are you feeling well?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I was captive. I was walked through jungle for 5 days without much food and was tied up and watched friends die. I am tired.
Can we give you anything, or do you...
I need sleep. If I have sleep, I will be okay.
It's probably a good idea. You should get some sleep.
Yeah. And we can't really stay around ourselves. We're all feeling rested, right? We're doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then you can leave Ilstad to us then.
No, I will go with you. I will not go
yeah.
with you. My friend is there, and I must make sure she is okay.
And let's try to make sure that this vote goes well. I think before we go anywhere, because we're wanting.
We should wait for it.
I think so. I mean, that's kind of why we threw our weight around, right? Is so that we could get some assistance from whoever does end up in charge.
Yeah.
As long as they're divided, then they can't really spare resources for us. But if they're unified and resolved, maybe they can spare some resources for us.
That's true. I don't know if Gavak will wait, though. He seems like he's...
Lundgren.
No. Lundgren, yeah. Lundgren.
Gavak is up here. He talks like this, and Lundgren is one to go and then very tired.
Yeah. And Gavak... Lundgren's tired. Gavak's okay.
Yeah.
Lundgren needs to sleep. And Sasana and Grug need to talk.
Yeah, we should just wait and then
It's like late afternoon at this point.
Yeah, you guys have spent a solid 2 hours moving around the tribe and talking to these folks. What was that, Jax?
Should we take a short rest?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just going to be milling about anyway. Do they have... Well, never mind. No, we're good.
Okay. So, you guys hang out and take what would be considered a short rest. for about a half an hour. And
I have a
go ahead.
song of rest.
Mhm.
I can't remember. I don't remember what it does.
I think it gives us extra hit points when we're resting.
Over a long rest.
Uh,
Right?
Which
No,
we will be
maybe it's a
having
short
later,
rest.
right?
This is short rest.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
short rest. Yeah, it is short rest.
Unfortunately, none of us we haven't.
Well, I think we're all at full hit points,
We're
right?
all at full hit points because we just rested.
Yep.
Yeah, we slept all night and then got here and have been doing this for a few hours.
And everybody should have all their spell slots and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
So I think we just kind of hang out and wait for a decision.
Listening to the dulcet tones of Jax's music, you rest for a half an hour, waiting to hear back from Susanna.
It's nice on a spiritual level.
It is. And she'll come back. It takes her about 45 minutes, but she'll walk back and go, "It is done. We will back Grug. He will speak to tribe. I will speak to tribe. I will speak to clan. And it should be done." He goes to talk to Lisanne now to let her know. So we should know soon.
That should go well.
Should we want to wait for this to conclude, right?
Yeah.
And it's getting on
So,
towards dark at this point as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we just do they give us like a place to sleep? We get our own little tents or whatever, or do we just?
Or is like there an inn or anything like that that we would go to?
I think we're in the jungle, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Don't you
Yeah,
see that
you are-
hotel right there?
Oh,
man.
Vacancy.
I'm probably gonna mill about talking to some of the lizard folk, just to pass the time.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Hi.
What do you want to find out?
Yeah.
I want to find out. Well, why are they at odds with each other? Why haven't they been not able to get along?
It's like bickering political parties, right? Except there's no police. So every once in a while it leads to a little bit more than arguments. It's not that there's no one here unwilling to go along with the decision. The issue has been that no decision has been made. Right? It's the bigger problem is that things were relatively evenly divided between the three of them. Despite the power Lassa had over her own tribe, she didn't carry much weight outside of it. Grug had a few people additionally on his side from different tribes who had been broken up, and so did Susanna. And so there was no clear majority, and it was causing a lot of strife. It was causing people to fight over the three different possibilities. It was causing them to fight over what they thought was the right way to go, when really what they needed was a leader, right? People are confused, people are angry, people are worried, and without having any sort of clear voice to speak to them or for them, it has just been getting worse.
I want to spend my evening. First of all, a question for the DM here. Is there any actual distinction between the Akabkan and the Kopchik?
In terms
other
of...
than, appearance or
No.
race or species or anything? It's
No,
the
no,
same
in fact...
people, just different.
Yeah. You have fought a couple of lizard men now from
Yeah.
the Kopchik or the Akabkan tribe, and they are all
Same
lizard
people.
folk. Yeah, they're all lizard
Okay.
folk. Yeah.
I want to spend my evening looking around the camp for anyone that looks like they don't belong.
Interesting. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, you think there's something afoot, Vim?
I'm just being careful. Oh,
Whoa.
very.
For the most part, no. There is one chameleon lizard folk who does seem to have flitted about as you've watched the crowd for a few hours, from group to group, without really landing at a single clan. As you continue to follow him, he has said to different groups, and he hasn't noticed you. He has expressed different opinions to different groups of people.
I want to follow him.
You will
Stealthily.
At what point? Actually, make a stealth check at this point.
Okay. Do I get advantage because there's crowds?
Yes.
Or, well,
sure. I will allow it. Absolutely.
If you crawl, because you're obviously different than all of them.
Right, I have to crouch down real low.
Yeah, I mean, you have to really make yourself inconspicuous.
I thought about it, though. After I said it, I'm like, but they're all lizards.
They all know you're not.
They're all lizards.
So 24.
Yes.
He has no clue.
He has no idea. He does seem to go about his business talking to different camps, different groups of lizard folk, and at one point, about an hour into your following him, he kind of heads off by himself and starts creating a little campfire just away from everyone else for a minute. And as he continues...
Yeah.
What was that?
Go ahead.
I assume I'm alone here.
Yeah. I would imagine you're doing this on your own.
Yeah, this is just my own volition. Okay.
As he continues to make it, he creates a small fire and he pulls some looks like kind of day or 3-old meat out of a pack and skewers it through a stick and starts to cook it.
Vin's the only one aware of this.
Yep.
There's no.
And we don't have any kind of, I can't tell anybody about anything. Okay, I'm going to approach him.
He won't notice until you want to be noticed.
Yeah, I'm going to walk up and just sit across the fire from him.
He looks up startled.
Like, non-threateningly, just casually.
Not at all threatening.
Oh.
Do you speak common? He doesn't speak common, does he? I pull a ration from my pack and just start eating. I'm just hanging out.
He looks like he's trying to shoo you away.
Yeah.
He will get up and like take his half-cooked meat and kind of walk back into the crowd after kicking the fire a little bit and like spitting in your direction.
Okay. I don't have anything that I can. I'll remember him if I see him again. I've got him right here. I want to find Gavok.
Easy enough to do. You know where he hangs out. In fact, he's hanging out with everybody else right now. Kazara's off talking in the crowd a little bit, and I would imagine everyone else is kind of hanging out on campfire. Gavok is there, just hanging out with them.
Okay, I want to talk to Gavok, and and everybody else is fine. Tell him what I witnessed and where and all this stuff, and describe the guy, and ask if Gavok recognizes this person.
No, I do not recognize that person. I don't know everybody in the tribe, but that does seem weird.
What? Oh, by the way, what species was that? What
chameleon. He was a chameleon.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. And what is Gavok?
He's a gecko.
Okay. Would they speak the same language?
Yeah, it's all like lizard tongue, essentially.
Okay. I want to basically Gavok. I want to, if we can find this guy again, would you talk to him?
Yes, of course I'll talk to him. What does he look like?
I describe him.
Make an intelligence check.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't make me do an intelligence check. No.
Make an intelligence check.
You made your bed, Vim. Now you gotta lie in it.
How bad is your intelligence?
Really bad. It's a 0.
You dumb.
You literally just described a green person with scales.
Oh my god.
How am I supposed to know who that is?
I followed him for an hour and I can't give any distinguishing features.
Not when you roll a 3.
Yes. Nope.
Fine.
You described
Will-
person
Okay.
like human person with green scales. I don't understand. We have no people like that. That don't make no sense.
Will you walk with me while we try to find him?
Yes, but how do I know that you... What? Yes, of course, but you clearly don't know what you're looking for, sir.
I do. It's just... it's more esoteric than that.
It escapes his memory at this time.
Okay,
It
we will
seems
go
weird
look
that
again.
I wouldn't have any idea.
You were unable to recall him because you're not super... I mean, you're of average intelligence and surrounded by a bunch of green lizards,
That's true. Okay.
right? Like, you were not a person with high, or incredibly high supernatural retention of detail with
Okay.
an intelligence of 10. Yeah.
Gotcha. I would like to go back to where the fire was, but I don't want to be obvious about it.
Okay.
But I want to take him back to where the fire was.
Make stealth check.
Yay. That I can do. Usually.
Or roll of 4. No judgment. Yeah. So you guys make it over there. There's no one at it, and the embers are just kind of scattered about like it was caked before.
Can I look around to see if I can see any tracks to where this specific thing would have walked off to? Like I want to
You saw
investigate.
where he walked off to.
I mean, I can...
He walked back off into the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would like to perceive the area to see if